Southwest. Okay, this is crazy.
So, just in case you don't understand what she's doing, she's meerkatting. Are there a lot of meerkat enthusiasts?
Does anybody know what I'm talking about?
So you've got to get right on and watch Julia on your phone.
So I'm meerkatting this moment. By the way, I have no idea what I'm saying.
And I've got my old school index cards here, so clearly there's a tech-savvy person.
Okay, oh yeah, look at that, everyone's talking to me. I don't know what I can't see anything because I'm blind. Anyway, hello.
So South by.
It is South by. Should I turn the meerkat off now?
Maybe. I mean, we can take questions from meerkat.
Okay, here's one. Veep baby. Okay, that's not a question. Okay, I think I'll just stop it for the moment. Okay, goodbye, meerkat.
If there's a lull, we'll bring it back.
Yeah. Okay, end stream. Yes. Yes. It's not listening to me. There. Okay, good.
So, lest you had forgotten, this is Julia Louis-Dreyfus. I'm so... She clearly needs no introduction. Can you hear me? Am I on?
Yeah.
Okay. She's won 5 Emmys, which, as you may know, is more than anyone. She's the most nominated Emmy, how do you say that? The most Emmy-nominated TV actress in history. She has beaten the record of Lucille Ball. That was like a real arm wrestle moment. As you know, she's the 3 Emmys. She's the only, another superlative here, she's the only actress in history to win 3 Emmys for the lead actress category, if I get this right, for 3 different TV shows and 3 different roles. Those roles, as you know, are in Seinfeld, The New Adventures of Old Christine, and most recently, Veep. And Veep's 4th season will premiere on April 12th. Yes. So this is the run-up to the...
All right.
So I just have to go back a minute. I have this whole prepared introduction, but we were leaving the hotel this morning, and there was a guy standing outside our hotel saying, will work for Julia Louis-Dreyfus.
That's
right.
We
were actually in 2 different cars. So I'm not, can you just give me a little breakdown about what happened there? Did he get in the car?
He actually says, he didn't say he will work for Julia Louis-Dreyfus, for Julia Louis-Dreyfus's autograph. Yes.
I thought you were hiring him.
No.
Okay.
Although perhaps he has skills and that are useful to me. And
cue card holding.
Yeah, exactly. But as we were leaving, and he was holding it up, and he seemed very nice, and I thought that was an innovative way to ask for an autograph. So I unrolled my window and said hi, and then he pulled out all these things, and I started signing it, and then I thought, oh, I need to have my picture with him, and so anyway, it's up on Twitter now.
You initiated the selfie. It wasn't Will.
Oh no, I initiated. Yeah, I thought it would be fun.
Yeah.
And he was very nice. His name was Scott, and he couldn't have been nicer.
It was a wonderful moment, and it was the beginning of my realizing I've always known, but this is a real bucket list for me to be with this amazing star who's made me laugh for so many years.
Thank you.
So the Emmy nominations, more than Lucille Ball, that happened this year?
I believe so, or last year, I'm not sure.
How did that feel? Was that the real, were you like, now I have more than her?
Yes, it was my lifelong ambition to surpass her. It was absolutely lovely, but you know, I don't dwell on it too much, but it's great, you know, it's fantastic. It's
I'll make sure and ask you 5 or 6 more questions about it. Now, I'm gonna state the obvious, but you are stunningly beautiful.
Oh, that's very nice of you to say. I have a team of people who worked on me for about 17 hours prior to this moment.
That's great, I put my makeup on in the dark. But the thing is that there are people like, for example, Truman Capote, not the most relevant, but he was a long time ago. He
was also very beautiful.
Exactly not. Yeah. He said, well, I have to be funny, and I'm paraphrasing. I have to be funny because I'm so funny looking, or odd looking and odd sounding that if I don't disarm people right away, they won't like me.
I see.
So you don't have that problem. You're also, you didn't grow up, I don't think you've had a tortured childhood, although if you'd like to unveil some secrets from your childhood now.
Oh, sure, I can just vomit it all up in front of 2,400 people.
But so these are reasons that we think of people as sort of the trope of the tortured comedian who makes light of his or her life in his or her stand-up act. My real question here is, how did you get so funny? Are you born with it? Is it something that you've... You know, it's something, I can't, first of all, thank you, but, and second of all, I can't really answer that. It's just sort of like how I am, and I come from a family of very funny people, and people with a very dark sense of humor, black humor, in fact, in dark circumstances. I have a grandmother, well, she's passed away, but you know, she was hilarious, and I loved her desperately, and she was,
and she had a hard life, but somehow humor was a big lifesaver for actually everybody in my family. So
were you making jokes at the table at age 4, trying to get the laugh?
Oh, sure. Yes, absolutely. I was definitely. At about the age of 3, I stuck 2 raisins up my nose, and my mother thought that was funny, so I was really happy. I have a memory of her laughing, and then she said, okay, take them out, and I went like this, and I inhaled them. We had to go to the hospital and get them removed, but I got a good laugh out of it, so that was
Totally worth it.
yeah, totally worth it.
So that's enough about you. I feel that I was very, I've grown up with you because when you were playing Elaine on Seinfeld, I
Yes.
was a single New Yorker.
Okay.
Very neurotic, still so. When the New Adventures of Old Christine came around, sort of the tail end of that, I became a working mom. And now I'm president of the United States. No, but I do manage a team of, 40 people. It's sort of the same.
Yeah.
Editor-in-chief of Mary Claire, president of the United States.
Right.
But I feel there's always something to relate to in your characters, and I feel very empathetic towards them.
Oh, good.
Do you take things from your own life and use them in each of those characters? Because those are 3 very different characters.
I guess I must. I mean, you have to, as an actor, you have to do that. I can't say to you specifically what. I mean, certainly now on working on Veep, there are many parallels to show business and being a woman in the entertainment business and political life and being a woman in politics. But even forget the gender part of it, just politics and showbiz have a lot in common. And in terms of selling yourself, selling a brand, staying current, staying sort of vital in the zeitgeist and all of that stuff, it's never, you must always pound away at it. You cannot not. And and the frustrations are also very, can be very similar.
I find that one of the things that rings so true in Veep is just the challenge of management, and maybe even being a female boss.
Yes.
Do you?
Well, she's surrounded by nincompoops.
Okay, some of my staff is here. That does not ring true.
Oh, I'm sure your staff is exceptional, but my staff on Veep is not exceptional.
No.
And although exceptionally funny, God knows. But
Absolutely.
Yeah, nincompoops. Yeah. Of course, she hired them all, so she's the one to blame. Yeah.
Do you, having now played a political character for as long as you have, do you have any advice for, say, Hillary Clinton about to run for president?
I don't think Hillary Clinton should be taking advice from me. That's my advice. If I give you advice, Hillary, please don't take it. Yeah.
And what about Sarah Palin, who, I mean, this is sort of backing into, so the showrunner on your show.
Armando Iannucci.
Yes, thank you. I have it down here, but
That's fine.
it's clearly a genius. He has said that the reason he made your character a woman before you showed up was because after the campaigns of Hillary Clinton and the whatever of Sarah Palin, he thought that the country was ready to see this on TV.
Yes.
Do you feel that your character is derived from one or the other of those, or both?
Well, it certainly feels like the timing is the timing is right. Oh, look, everything's popping out. Perfect. Just what I was hoping would happen.
Perfect timing.
Yeah, perfect timing. The timing is right. I mean, I think that tell me if this isn't working anymore, because I can see wires sticking out and it's making noise. You know, the fact of a female vice president or president doesn't seem like a far-fetched idea anymore. And that may be because of Barack Obama, and it may be because of, you know, Hillary Clinton or Sarah Palin, or just sort of all of it. It's not far-fetched by any means. So,
and less so for seeing you on TV doing it in whatever capacity Selena actually does it.
Right, exactly.
So you've said, just going back to the working woman in Hollywood thing, and back to the other show before we bring out, we have some cast members from Veep joining us later. You have said that the Old Adventures of New Adventures of Old Christine, was a very humanely run show.
Yes.
Because it was run by working moms.
Yes, exactly.
Is that a rare thing, or was that a rare experience for you?
Yes.
Is Veep run extremely inhumanely?
Well, Veep is, I wouldn't say inhumanely, but it is a very chaotic, frenzied schedule, and it takes, the show is very dense, as you may have witnessed. And in fact, I mean, we probably shoot twice as much as we use. So it's a lot of energy and time, and we're on location away from home. So it's a different, for sure. Oh, and by the way, it's single camera. Also has its own problem being I mean, not a problem, but it's a different look. And when I was doing Old Christine, that's a multi-camera show, and it was shot in Los Angeles where I live, and the multi-camera schedule, under the best of circumstances, not always, under the best of circumstances, is a very humane schedule in terms of hours. And also it was run by Carrie Leiser, who, like myself, had children at home, and she had carpool, and she had to go home and make dinner, and blah, blah, blah. And so, you know, it was, we reaped the benefit of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Veep, not so much.
Well, no, it's a different beast altogether.
Yes. And when you say single camera, to get really granular for a minute, that means that every take has to be taken with one camera, and it takes 4 or 5 times as long?
Yeah, I mean, it's like shooting a movie, as opposed to the way Seinfeld was shot, or the way Christine was shot, or 2.5 Men, or those are all multi-camera shows. So it's a set that has sort of a proscenium to it, and cameras are on one side and actors are on the other, and it's you can sort of sense if something's multi-camera because it has that look to it. And by the way, I'm a big fan of it. I love it, and in most.
You love which one?
Multi-camera. I mean, I like it all, but I do like multi-camera. It was sort of a hard thing to give up because you have an audience, and it's really fun to be able to perform a TV show in front of an audience.
So Veep is the first TV show you have not performed in front of an audience?
Well, yeah, as a regular, that's correct. I mean, I did Arrested Development and Curb, and I've done other shows that were single camera, but as a regular cast member, I'd never done it. And actually, I take that back completely. I did it on Watching Ellie, which was a series I did.
Right after Seinfeld.
Right after Seinfeld. And the first season of Watching Ellie was single camera. That was really, that was also very hard work. But but it's a hard thing to give up because you're waiting for that laugh, you know, and it's a different rhythm when you're doing multi-camera, and it's really nice to get that immediate feedback. So you know if a scene isn't working because nobody's responding. You'll notice no one's responding to what I'm saying right now. I know that.
Okay, let's get back to Meerkat. No. Twitter. You're a fan of Twitter. You're on Twitter.
Yes, I'm on Twitter.
And did you know that there's a Seinfeld Twitter handle that is about the Seinfeld characters had they gotten to 2015?
Yes, I have seen that. Yes, it's good.
It's called at Seinfeld Today. I'm
Yes.
just going to read you one recent one, which you may be aware of.
All right.
Elaine has a bad waiter at a nice restaurant. Her negative Yelp review goes viral. She gets banned. Kramer accidentally joined the tea party.
Perfect.
Where do you think all of those characters would be, especially you and Jerry? Would Elaine and Jerry be married?
Yeah, and then divorced.
And still seeing each other just as much as they do.
Probably, yeah.
In the show. There is, now to get back to Veep, the thread here is Twitter. Jonah, the character of Jonah,
Yes.
has a Twitter feed that he does called, like, what is it? You guys will probably all know.
I can't remember.
It's like White House leak. We found out and he gets then fired. So we thought, oh my gosh, that's crazy. That would never happen in the White House.
Right.
And then some friends of ours who have worked in the White House recently said that happens quite a bit, actually.
Yes, yes.
How much of the show is based on things that you or the writers know actually happen in DC?
Let me tell you something that is so unbelievably uncanny about this show. We will do things in our show and think, is it too far-fetched? Nah. Yeah, it probably is, but let's go for it because it strikes us as funny. And then 3 months later, it happens.
I've
in
noticed
real life,
that. Yeah.
really, yeah. And even with the pilot episode, Selena is trying to green up all the federal buildings inside the Beltway. And we did that in the pilot, and a couple of months later, that's what Nancy Pelosi and Barbara Boxer were trying to do. And they got shit for it, you know? Or are we allowed to swear here? Probably
Yes, we're not on TV.
Oh, okay, all right. And so...
We're on HBO, maybe.
And that's just one tiny example. Of course, now I can't remember another one as I'm saying this, but yes.
Well, let's bring up some people to maybe help you remind.
Good.
We've got 2 cast members. We've got Matt Walsh, who plays Mike McClintock, the PR guy. And we've got... And we have Sam Richardson. Hi, Matt. Sam Richardson, who plays Richard, the aide who first met you on your book tour, or
Yes.
first met Selena.
Who plays Richard Splat.
Who plays Richard, yes. Hi. You took off the sunglasses.
Yeah.
So guys, I just happened to have witnessed some banter backstage, and I thought, oh my God, they're all really like their characters. Although,
Wait,
Matt,
what?
I did say Matt. I did say to Matt, but you're not so bumbly.
No. Am I?
Yeah, man, what are you talking about?
So, but I did tell you that I have, working in magazines all these years, known a lot of people who work in PR or people with director of communications in their title, and many of them are very smart, lovely people. But there is a type that is exactly you. You've nailed it. You've nailed it. Does this come from life? You know these people, or you just
No.
What did you base your character on?
I don't think I based it on any. We were fortunate to have a lot of early in the process of the show, the pilot in the first season. We did a lot of tours of senators' offices and congressional aides, and we went out for drinks several nights to get the real skinny on how DC works. So it's kind of.
Did they tell you?
Yeah, we got terms like pencil fuck, for example. Came from that's when someone brutalizes your speech and basically scratches out everything you want to say.
Right. Yeah.
So things like that we find really useful. Like, what's the real deal? Where would this happen?
And what do you call like real people that are outside? What's the show you call the
Normals.
normals? Right.
Normalistas.
I heard that there's something really like that in
Yeah.
government.
Yeah,
They
there's a
call
lot
us
of
normals.
lot of language, very specific jargon that we've picked up, but
Yeah.
it's kind of a compilation of many people I met, and I also grew up in Chicago, so I feel like he's a Chicago guy.
And well, so many different ways to go with this question, but I just want to know what it's like working when you come into the show. What, the third season?
Yeah, came in the third season.
And the show seems, anyway, like it had really gelled by then, right? This is a cast who knows each other very well, who works together very well. Did you feel like the new guy? Like, oh my God, I've got to go make some friends?
Well, at first coming in, I felt like a new guy, a machine that's already working so well, and it was just such a, didn't
wanna fuck it up.
Didn't want to fuck it up.
Right.
I was like, man, it's like they're doing double dutch, and I'm like, how about me too? But they were so accepting and like really just like accept me into the fold so quick, and we get to and we play
No
with each other
hazing?
so well, that it felt like the easiest transition.
Also, you were playing a guy who was coming in fresh, right?
Exactly.
So
Yes.
that helped too.
Yeah,
I would
and
think.
exactly, and just
Doesn't
playing
he look a
myself
little bit
turned
like-
up to
I mean,
11.
He sounds and talks a little bit like your character.
I'm just a bad actor who just, I'm just myself.
Oh God, is that like an actor insult? I'm so sorry.
No,
I
no,
meant the exact opposite. I'm just still kind of giddy that I'm here with you guys. So what is it like working with Julia Louis-Dreyfus on the set? Is she?
What is that?
Are you gonna leave, or
Yeah, can we
you're
just
gonna stay here?
sound booth?
I
I'll
just want
close
to
my
know.
ears.
Yeah,
Thumbs
earmuffs.
down.
Oh,
I know what that means.
Oh, sorry.
okay. Yeah, also not look.
What is the atmosphere like on set? Is it like everyone comes is in their trailer and just emerges having prepared and gotten into the method, or?
No, it's very collaborative. We oftentimes will have scenes, and Julia will say, "Oh, I wanted to try this," or "Let's do this here, Matt. I'll spill this on you, and we'll see if it works." Like, it's very informal in the best way. Or
Is there a lot of improvisation that happens on?
I think less than, personally, as the seasons have gone on, I think the real improvisation happens in the process of rehearsal, where we read the script, we put it down, and then we sort of explore how it might go, or we say to the writers, like, could I do this? Or maybe I wouldn't do this, or maybe Sam would say that. But it's very loose, and then the writers sort of take notes through those sessions, and then the next draft of the script reflects a lot of what happened in the room.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did good, right?
Yeah,
I
you
did good?
did good.
That was dead on.
And from the newcomer, what's it like to work on the set with Julia Louis-Dreyfus? Did she speak to you the first day?
No, she spoke through like a proxy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you could see her telling the proxy what she was going to tell me. So I could hear it twice, so I didn't make a mistake.
And Sam, your character will be on every episode going forward, right?
Richard's in every episode.
So
Richard Splat.
Richard Splat.
Yeah.
I
He
like
says
that
his
name.
name a lot.
names?
Yeah.
Armando wrote that name.
Yeah.
It's a great.
It's a great
It's such a
name.
good comedy name. It's got a hard T in there, so it's Splat.
Yeah.
Richard Split.
You don't want to say
So I've completely forgot to do a little Mary Claire branding here, which is that we have this game of rapid fire 20 questions that we do in the magazine. I thought I might try it out on you guys. We don't have to do all 20. In
No,
fact,
let's do it. Come on, we got time.
We can go fast.
21.
What do these people have to do? They want to hear it.
Yeah.
we'll start this way, go down, and then we'll work our way back. So this is a somewhat serious one, although I'm sure you'll. Number one, what's the best advice you've ever been given?
Have fun at all costs.
Good.
Quick, this is rapid fire.
Oh, we're all the rest?
Yeah.
Okay.
Be yourself.
Yep. Don't deny anything.
I like that. Okay.
Lady.
Did you just make that up?
Lady.
Okay.
That's not good
So we're going to
advice.
start with you again, Sam.
Oh, man.
That's not good advice, actually.
Actually,
Denying is a good skill.
I'll accept that.
Especially in politics, right? So, Sam, what's the best gift you've ever received?
The gift of life from my mother.
Oh.
All right.
Ah, you win.
No.
Oh, my God. I got a nice chess set from South America.
Julia.
I return all my gifts and get store credit.
So the reason we're doing this back and forth this way, by the way, is because you don't always get time to think.
Yeah.
So this is your really quick one. What's on your perennial to-do list?
Oh, clean out the basement and figure out how to erase things on my computer in the download section and
It's very Selena.
and finish this hat that I started knitting 3 years ago.
Matt.
Plant a bunch of things I wanted to plant in my yard. Books that I still haven't read that are on my night table. And I find planning vacations very stressful, so I always feel like I'm constantly trying to get that vacation planned.
Sam.
Put some art on my walls, my stark empty walls.
Did you just move to LA for this show?
No, I've been there 3 years. Oh, man. It's about time.
Spend a lot of time at home?
You know, I do. Just like
All right,
at
I'm
blank
skipping
walls.
these two. What's on your kitchen counter?
Bags of chips.
Matt?
Cutting board, bowl of fruit, coffee maker.
Oh, sounds like it's been staged.
It's my wife. Had nothing to do with any of that.
Fruit and Metacam, which is the arthritis medicine for Buttercup, our dog. We have to keep it out, otherwise we forget to give it to her. She hobbles out of the kitchen.
What kind of dog?
She's a Labradoodle. She's really old. She's going to be 14 June 1st. So you might want to wish her birthday, people, on June.
Just mark it in your
Mark it in your
calendar.
birthday calendars.
Or Facebook. What's the dog's name?
Buttercup?
Right. How could I forget? Does Buttercup have a Facebook page or a Meerkat account?
She does not. She does not. She is, however, in this little charm that my friend Irene Neuwirth made for me, and I can't believe how. Anyway, that's Buttercup.
Oh, it's really cute.
Yeah, it's good.
By the way, I should let you know that in about 7 to 8 minutes, we're going to take questions from the audience, and there is a mic over there somewhere. It's pitch black, but they told me it's over there. So if you can stand behind that mic and ask questions, and we'll call on you in a few minutes. Do you have a secret talent?
Yes, I can arrange flowers exceptionally well.
That is hard.
Yes.
I'm really impressed. Did you take a class?
I didn't take a class. I'm just incredibly skilled.
That's a good gift. I can clap with one hand.
That is cool.
That's all I got.
I'm just going to tell you right now, Sam, you need another secret talent.
I know the theme song to almost every TV show in history.
Oh my God.
Kidding. You mean the
Almost.
words? You know
The words, yeah.
Okay.
Like
Someone call out a TV show.
Cheers.
Everyone knows the song to
Everybody knows.
Cheers. Different one.
Sorry. Growing pains, show me that smile again. Don't waste another minute on you crying.
Did you know that?
No.
I love it.
Good.
What about the Jeffersons theme?
Jefferson. Well, moving on up to
I love
the
that one.
side.
My three sons.
Don't know it.
Too old.
Well, see you guys later.
No. That's old.
You unpack. You unpack.
Okay, vices, everyone. Sam, what's your vice? Oh, okay, we'll get to you later. We might come up
Hardcore
with-
drugs. Oh, was my mic on? Oh my God. Oh boy.
That was
Oopsie
live.
daisy.
That
That
went
was
out.
live.
That went out on Meerkat. Yeah.
Okay, that's meerkatted?
Yeah.
All right.
I can see. I think it's still on.
Better out than in anyway. Don't deny anything.
Vice.
My only vice is nicotine.
Okay.
But you don't,
Very
Smoke.
silent.
I don't smoke. I chew the gum.
you chew the gum, you can't
Oh.
quit it.
I will quit it.
When?
Is this an intervention? This whole thing?
These are all your
2,500
We all
people
love
here
you.
to tell me to
These are all
quit?
your-
You can't
We've
see,
all
but
written
is
letters.
evidence
Oh,
of
this is
your
going to
life.
take forever because everybody has to speak and say where they love me.
Well, that's why
Why,
we
where
started
did
at
Matt
10.
smoke become a problem for you?
Oh, God. Thank you all for coming. I love
Julia,
you all, too.
a vice.
A vice. I don't know. Is chocolate a vice? No, it sounds so cute.
It's
I'm not
practically,
gonna-
I think it's healthy now,
It's
chocolate.
healthy. That's bullshit. A vice. I'm gonna have to say I'm too materialistic. Yeah, that's right. I hate myself.
Okay, must-see TV. Do you watch TV?
Yes. The Daily Show, Getting On HBO. If you haven't seen it, watch it. And Amazing Race. I still love that show.
That's a great show.
It's a great show, is it not?
It's a great
Yes.
show.
Well, it
Oh,
requires
wait,
so
and
much
one other
skill.
thing, 30 for 30. All those
those are all
30 for
great.
30s I love.
Yeah.
Game of Thrones, Better Call Saul. I'm into that Anthony Bourdain thing on CNN where he goes all over the
I
world.
love that one too.
Is that Vice? Or is that
No, it's not Vice. He just
Parts
it's
unknown?
Parts unknown.
Okay, yeah.
He eats food in a strange land and talks about politics.
Oh my God,
sort
that
of.
sounds
Strangely
good.
compelling. It really
It is. It's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Sam?
Also, Better Call Saul, I'm loving right now. The Americans, is great. Love that show. Game of Thrones,
Any of you watch House of Cards?
House of...
I do.
Yeah.
I do.
Okay,
I like it.
so I've
Oh,
got
I haven't
some-
seen this new season yet.
Yeah.
That's just started. I haven't seen.
Okay, so let's assume that he's going into being president, right? Where would Selena Meyer have any advice for Frank Underwood? Can you do the comparison of the, no, so for someone else?
Advice for Frank Underwood.
Or,
As Selena.
Lighten up.
so, I'm sorry, I got off on the TV angle, just one last one, or two. You can do it at the same time. Go-to karaoke song, if you've ever done karaoke, and any superstitions you hold.
Okay, I don't karaoke and I never will karaoke.
Gotcha.
And never ask me that again. And- what was the other thing?
Superstitions, do you have any superstitions?
Oh, I do indeed, yes.
Let's get the list out.
I don't believe in shoes on furniture. That's very bad luck. And I knock wood a lot, and because I believe in it.
There's no wood up here, but you're doing fine.
Okay, yeah, there's nothing to knock wood about, I think.
Okay.
Knock wood. You have a superstition?
I guess I knock wood,
Yeah.
and I might once in a while pick up a penny because I think it's lucky,
How's that going for you?
but not all the time. There's always pennies on the ground, so they're dirty, so I don't always do it.
Yeah.
But sometimes.
And do you karaoke?
I do, I guess a go-to is You've Got to Hide Your Love Away by the Beatles, because it's only 2 minutes and like 37 seconds.
Yes, this
it's the
is-
shortest song in the catalog. So you get in and get out.
That is
That's
an
my
underestimated
karaoke
quality in a
advice.
karaoke song. It's
Yeah.
true.
See, on karaoke, I go the opposite way.
You can sing.
I do with a little help from my friends, but the Joe Cocker version, rest in peace.
Yeah.
And that's like an 8-minute long song. I love it though. It's the only like Beatles
You've
cover
already
that I
sung,
think
so-
is you know, I won't say better than the original, but then my
We're not gonna have that
superstitions-
conversation.
Yeah, that's a whole other bag of worms.
Panel. Yeah, they're having
Another
that
stage.
panel.
They
Yeah.
have that panel.
Next
We're
to the
gonna
Bitcoin one.
take this mic to over there. And then my superstitions, I knock wood. And also I think the things that add up to 9 are good luck. You know, so like,
Whoa, I'm so glad we asked this.
so like I had an apartment that was like apartment 414. And I was like, it's good luck. You know, all things that add up to 9.
I have the same thing with the number 650 because I lived in an apartment and the address was 650. And I'm not kidding. Every time I go to McDonald's and I don't go to McDonald's. If I go to Starbucks and I get 2 things, it's always $6.50. It's one of those numbers that
Probably get more
appears
for your money at
in my
McDonald's.
life a lot.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I notice a lot. I always think it's a really good sign when people's birthdays match up. I think a lot of people the same. When's your birthday?
October 13.
13. God damn it. That's right.
Yeah.
That's good. No, lots
It's
of.
good?
I'm 13.
Oh, you're 13?
I'm the day before your birthday, January 12th.
Also
January 12th,
very
January
good
13th.
sign. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
March
that's
30th.
interesting.
Anyone? March 30th?
March 30th? 30 is also good. Both my boys were born on 30.
Nice.
Oh,
Yeah, I like that.
30 for 30.
30 for 30. Oh, and then I like that show, 30 for 30.
Okay, now we're just going to start doing word association.
It all makes sense.
All right, it's come to the time where we ask questions from the audience, and I think I can tell there's a big long line back there, but they told me they're going to have a spotlight on it.
Congratulations on the show, guys, by the way. Y'all are doing great.
Thank you.
Matt, all of my favorite shows on TV and many other shows have a big UCB presence. And yeah, UCB. And I've read your book, which is great. It only has one bad review on Amazon by some prick. It doesn't matter.
Yeah. That was
read that
actually
one?
my brother. Sorry about that.
I've taken a class in New York, and I've seen that the curriculum doesn't teach you how to act or how to audition or how to be on
gosh.
TV. It teaches you how to be a UCB performer, which
Yes.
is great. Why do you think it is that UCB has such a mafia presence on TV and they're doing so great, compared to other schools like Groundlings where they teach character work and how to actually act, and you guys are killing it?
Haha, that's a huge question. Well, UCB is a group called Upright Citizens Brigade, for those of you who don't know it. And we have 2 schools in LA, we have 2 in New York, and there's thousands of young, funny people who study there every year. And why is it doing well? Because I think we're attracting the funniest and most talented people. Like, it has nothing to do with, I think that it's known as a good institution, and we have good classes. So it's not only a good curriculum, but I think, I don't know, it's just like when I grew up in Chicago, I knew I had to go through Second City to discover comedy, you know what I mean? So we have we're lucky to have that population coming in.
Great, thanks.
Next question.
So I was just wondering, do you guys have any special guests on your dream list that you'd like to get? Any political superstars like Hillary or Mitch McConnell or any of those people? Do they ever approach you about being on the show?
We have been approached by people, real politicians, and people who work for real politicians about getting them on the show. But we don't do that on our show because we're creating, it would sort of break our Veep reality. And I think and we don't really even refer to present, or we don't at all refer to present American politics. I think the most recent was a Nixon reference that's coming up in season 4. But beyond that, it's history. And that's very intentional. We want to keep it. We want to keep it it helps the comedy to keep it away from, for us anyway, away from real life politics. And same for the partisan stuff as well.
That's what I was going to ask you.
Yeah.
It's intentional that we don't know if she's a Republican or a Democrat?
That's correct. I mean, what you do know is that she's somebody who will straddle the aisle and does so with abandon in an effort to stay alive politically. Yeah.
Thanks. Love the show.
Thank you.
Hi there. I was just wanting to thank you guys for being a part of Armando Iannucci's political nightmare fever dream. And like what you were saying, it doesn't reference modern politics necessarily, but it doesn't, nothing feels as on the ball. I mean, House of Cards plays like a comedy compared to Veep, which is a really dark, very, very painful show to watch sometimes. Same with the thick of it. And so I was just wondering how that cynicism and how all of that nastiness in politics kind of plays into your comedic interpretations of the characters. There's nothing like it in the thick of its special features, where you have all these MPs saying like, Whitehall's, this is it, and that's all it is.
So
Just
how did
people standing around
the
broken
dark
clock
cynicism
talking.
play into Veep? Is what I'm sensing is the essence of the question.
Well, I think that cynicism and sarcasm can be served up in dramatically and comedically, and we choose the comedic route. I hope I'm answering your question. I'm not sure I understood it completely, but And I think, does that make any sense, what I've just said?
I think it's in the, yeah, I think it's close to what he asked.
All right,
I
good.
think.
Okay.
So I have
Thank
to
you.
interject for one
Thank
quick
you.
second.
So?
That people keep saying, "Oh, Veep is such a dark show," or someone just said it, or your characters are so unlikable, or they're nincompoops, as you called some
Yeah,
of them.
they
when
are
you guys were-
unlikable, yeah.
But it must be me, but I find them wildly likable and empathetic.
Good. That's also good.
Yeah, and I think there is a push often to just try to get away with the dumbest thing possible in the show. Like to escape that cynicism and the weight, because obviously the plots are real and she's at the head of it and she'll do anything to stay alive, like you just said. So that's a dark trajectory. But there's dumb physical stuff we always put in, and I don't know. So it's not necessarily our focus. We do try to replicate that world as accurately as possible, but we do try to have fun,
Yeah, and make a funny show.
make each other laugh.
Yeah, for sure.
I think it's working. I
Good.
don't know if you've, yeah. Next question, please.
Hi there, I'm Jenny from Miami, and I am curious if there was an actor apocalypse and your profession did not exist.
Oh God.
What
Oh my
would you
God.
guys
Good
be?
question.
What would you be?
Unemployed, for sure.
Yeah.
You had to pick another profession.
So like a virus that kills all actors? I'm just trying to understand the apocalypse part of that.
You designed this.
So then I would be dead, so then I don't have to worry about a job. No.
It's like ghosts.
If we weren't actors, what would you be doing if you weren't an actress?
I don't have any other skills, I'm not kidding. If somebody
Raisins?
could,
Gardening?
gardening, making flower arrangements, spending money that I don't have.
Oh, yeah.
Let's say I'd be a beach detective. Just solve crimes on the beach. Free. And serve.
Freeze.
That's very good.
Yeah, beach detective.
Are you saying beach detective?
Beach
Yes. So does that
detective.
require the metal detector?
Well, that's part of the job. It's not all the job.
A lot of the time.
It's actually most of the job.
Hey, I found your watch, man. We're
There you
cool.
go. Beach detective.
Crime
That's on the
solved.
report.
Okay.
Somebody's
next
wedding
question.
ring. Hey, I got a wedding ring.
Are you wearing earphones, or we just can't see you very well?
No, it's probably just hair. So, Julia,
Yes.
I'm a new working mom. I just had triplet baby girls.
Wow.
Congratulations.
Of August, by the way. And I was
On the 13th of August?
Yes.
Nice.
And my
And there are 3 of
oldest
them.
is over 12.
Three.
So there's somebody in there that's sneering. Anyway, do you have any tips for a new working mom? Because I'm actually kind of finding it difficult to work and date.
Yeah.
It's obviously very expensive.
Yeah, oh God. Well, I know it's hard, God knows. I mean, it is such a juggling act. Yeah, I guess my tip would be to just be kind to yourself. You're not gonna get either thing done excellently all the time. So give yourself a break and realize that there's a lot of pressure on women to have this fantastic career and make money and raise children who are healthy and together and enjoy yourself while you're doing it. And that's,
Cook dinner and Instagram it.
yeah, it's a lot. So I guess just give yourself a break. Know you're gonna completely screw up, and that's okay. And it's part of the whole program, and it's all gonna be okay. Really, it is.
Hi.
Hi. You said before that it's a collaborative effort during the week and that you do a lot of improv. But there comes a time where it has to get locked down, you have to do taping, and there's decisions. So does each character have a certain veto power over what they thought the improv would work best, or is there somebody that will direct the other characters to going, no, that's not going to work, that's wrong for your character?
Well, I don't think the process, first of all, yes, there is someone with veto power. That's Armando Iannucci, because he's the showrunner. So at the end of the day, if it's not working for him, it's not going to happen. Having said that, he's exceptionally collaborative, and we don't sort of come at the work thinking, who is going to veto this, or I'm going to veto it if I don't like it. That's not the approach. The approach is, if somebody has an idea, honestly, the approach is, let's hear it. Because the vast majority of the time, those ideas are going to get folded in. And that's why I think that's the secret sauce beyond, in addition to Armando Iannucci's vision and voice for the show, is this collaboration. It is so crucial to the density and the funny of the show. So many things are folded in. And sometimes we make mistakes. And it's also a very organic process. That is to say, we don't quite know what the show is sometimes until we're in the edit room. And until that edit is locked, that's when that veto power comes to bear. You know, if there. But beyond that, it's an ever-changing thing in terms of jokes, even in terms of storylines. Sometimes, believe it or not.
And are you in the edit room?
Mm-hmm. I mean, I should actually rephrase that. I'm not actually in the room. I have something set up so that I can see the edits and then make my edit notes, because the edit room's in the UK, but we are in contact all the time. Yeah.
Next question.
Hi. I'm curious which real-life politician Selena would find most sponge-worthy.
Okay, next person has to use all 3 shows.
Oh, God, my head's going to blow up off my shoulders. I have no idea, except I sense I could get in trouble. Right?
Dangerous.
All right. I'll have to say Woodrow Wilson. And Teddy Roosevelt was pretty sexy. Yeah, he's pretty cool.
Hi, I'm Sylvia from Brazil. Huge fan, all of you.
Thank you.
I'm gonna ask a question that I'm making to all the people that came to South by from TV. And my question is, we are in a festival about music, film, and interactive. And most of the headlines, for example, today you are here and we have a huge audience, and it is about TV. It is about time to have a festival to discuss all the innovation that we have on TV, because TV is most of part here, and for example, at the Comic-Con, the headliners are the major TV shows. I asked the same questions for Jimmy Kimmel yesterday, and now I ask to you guys.
What was that question?
Is it time for we have a festival or a huge event to discuss television with the people and everything?
Well, I think we're at that.
Yeah, but it's not on the headline. It's music, film, and interactive. It's not South by Southwest.
I see. Yeah.
Should there be a TV festival?
I don't think we need a TV festival. I mean, is that me or?
No.
I just love festivals.
TV shows up everywhere.
TV's everywhere.
We go to everybody else's festivals.
Yeah.
Exactly. It's just permeated.
Yeah.
Through.
I think I could. No offense to us, but yeah, I'd give that festival a pass.
Yeah.
Thank you. Okay. I think we have time for about 2 more questions, although we'll see. Maybe we'll do rapid fire.
Julie, as a really huge fan, I wanted to ask, first off, I wanted to say something I feel strongly about. I think that you're one of many examples of why people that think that women aren't funny are assholes.
I like that.
And my question was, I've read interviews with actors where members of the general public sometimes don't seem to differentiate between the actor and the character.
Uh-huh.
Do you ever get yelled at on social media or in person about your Veep character, given the current political environment? Do people ever yell at you about, like, you know, you're too liberal, or why do you have that stand?
Yes, I do. And then I learned how to block on Twitter.
Hey guys, first of all, shout out to Mike. UCB's great. My daughter's in it. She's performing.
Awesome.
But Julia, the real question we all have relates to Seinfeld.
Okay.
And it's been nagging me
I can hardly
for 20
wait.
years.
Yeah.
Oh Lord, I'm sure I won't be able to
Well,
answer.
prologue is
When I
And
guess.
And the question is, Julia,
Yeah.
do you know how to dance?
Yes, I do know how to dance. Yes, I do.
Okay, that was 2 nice, quick questions. We've got room, maybe 1 or 2 more.
Hi, I'm Marcus from Australia. So,
Hey.
Sam, I think there's some jobs for beach detectives there.
All right. Send me an application, please.
So really, any of you could answer this, but I watched the show back home with a bunch of friends. We get together and we were debating it's not negative, but what's the shelf life on this? So now that Selena's president, I know there's candidacy going on.
I have a theory.
How will it play out? How much longer do you think it can go? Is there a series when she's out of the White House altogether and you guys all get together for lunch, or what do you think?
Well, I can only partially answer that without giving away what happens in season 4. But
that's okay.
I think I think that there is a longevity to this series, and now I need wood to knock on. But I think that there's a lots more story to be told, and you can rest assured it will be a series of humiliations that we will all enjoy.
Okay, so I have to do something now. I'm so sorry, but there's a staff or someone who works at Mary Claire, a couple of people behind. I promise you, sir, you'll get the next question, but I think she's trying to send me a secret message. I can't read lips, so come, Leah, to the front, and I don't know, either tell me I'm doing something wrong or ask a question.
I'm going to ask a real quick question. There are a lot of people that have wondered whether you would take over for Jon Stewart on The Daily Show.
Oh, that was the question we meant to ask.
Have you ever thought about it? Would you do that?
Oh no. Oh, thank you for the applause, but that is not my skill set, and that could be a problem for The Daily Show. John, I don't know how they're going to replace Jon Stewart. I actually don't.
No.
He is a force, and that is not what is my thing. I can't quite do that. I need to play a character per se. So, but thanks for thinking of me.
And also I'm so glad, Leah, that was the question and not like, you have something on your shirt. Anyway, sir, promised.
So seriously, I think ABC executives looking for you guys for a beach detective. They just need a talking dog, and you got it.
Good.
Buttercup, my Buttercup.
Yeah.
Buttercup, yeah.
So I guess if related to that, my question is, I think network television has kind of gone down as far as quality. Why do you think cable is just totally taken over as far as, quality content?
Well, I think, feel free to chime in, but I think that the television and cable right now, it's the wild, wild west, and anything feels possible and is possible in terms of entertainment and quality and sort of creation. Certainly at HBO, which has been around obviously for quite a while now, there's definitely at HBO a culture of respect and respect of the art and the artist, and you're left alone to do what it is they've hired you to do, as opposed to executives coming in and trying to reinvent what your plan is. And it's an incredible place to work, I have to say. It's just, and it fosters not only satisfied actors and showrunners and stuff, but it fosters good material as a result, So, but I think television right now is, and maybe actually we should have a television festival. As I'm saying this, I'm going to have to rethink. I think we need to talk about television
Scheduled.
a lot more.
Where it's going?
Yeah, where it's going. But it is, because it is very much, anything's possible right now. It's fantastic, yeah.
And no one even, I watch Veep on my iPad, right? And I get it through Netflix or whatever, HBO to go or whatever.
Yeah, it's
and
so
then
cool.
Amazon is doing, there's just
Yeah.
endless possibilities.
Endless possibilities.
We're going to be
Okay.
streaming Veep episodes on the Blimp all day, so
Check it out.
Keep your head up.
keep your head up.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're out of time, but we only have one guy standing there, so I just feel we've got to give you your question. Although I can't tell, maybe it's dark and there are more people behind you.
No.
Go ahead.
It's just me.
Hello.
So maybe without peer in creating inventive vulgarity on TV.
Yes.
Thank you for that.
You're
I was
welcome.
wondering if, as actors, there are certain words that you see come up in the script or that you improvise that you find are like the best things to say that just feel good.
Well, I mean,
And then any of them curse
I mean,
words to borrow from James Lipton.
Yeah, I mean, you can't beat fuck. I mean,
Yeah.
you just can't. It's perfect as an adjective, a noun, a verb, a adverb.
Plosive,
Noun.
right? Is it a
It's
plosive?
Yes.
No.
The the ka.
But ka. Is ka a plosive? I thought plosives are b and p. Now we're getting to plosives.
Whoa, I have no idea what you're talking about.
But it's very, we have an incredible writing staff who are very incredibly skilled at putting together vulgarities and really, truly, and to make them unusual. I'm happy to report that was one of mine. Jolly Green Jizz Faces.
It was, all right.
Describing Jonah,
Jonah.
played by Tim Simons. Yeah. But we love it. We love all those dirty words. Very fun for us to say.
Okay, and with Jolly Jizz Green Face.
Jolly Green Jizz Face. Get it together.
This is not my skill set.
Come on.
Perhaps I could be a beach detective. Thank you guys so much for coming.
This is such a
Thank you all
gas.
for
Thank you
coming.
for having me.
And I have to tell you, am I still on?
Yeah, you're on.
I have one more branding. Mary Claire has launched a pop-up magazine. We've done it in New York and LA, and we have our first ever South by Southwest edition outside the convention center. So if you haven't picked it up now, pick it up on your way out. Thanks.
Thank you.
A lot of people are very comfortable saying that machines can think. They can perform cognitive tasks. They can play chess. They can plan these elaborate plane routes and so forth. We're comfortable kind of using this word thinking with machines. But this emotive side, it's new, it's provocative, it's compelling, and it can also be controversial. So I thought I would spend some time